It's not a mural, but protesters paint Defund Police on Madison streets. The idea gaining traction as Minneapolis leaders move to actually dismantle their police department. Cities like New York and Los Angeles plan to cut millions from police budgets. Jason Calvi tonight questions lawmakers on proposals for how to do that in Milwaukee and Wisconsin. Jason?
Hey, Ted, yeah, two state lawmakers tell me they're ready to cut the Milwaukee Police Department budget. Now, that decision is made at the local level. And the city from 2019 to 2020 did cut that budget by $1.5 million, but some groups say they want a lot more cut. The message hitting the streets now left on this Madison street. But what does defund police mean?
It does not mean that police are completely abolished. What we're saying is we need to invest in the things that actually make communities safer.
Protesters promote a petition asking for a 10% cut to MPD and instead put that money into the African American community for things like education. The ACLU of Wisconsin and other groups demand a $75 million cut, and that money spent on public health and housing.
What really prevents crime is resources, prevention. By the time you call the cops, that's too late. If you call the cops, that trigger was pulled, that window was smashed. Let's get to a point in our society where we can focus on prevention, not punishment.
These two state lawmakers have joined the daily protests and are looking at Milwaukee Police's $297 million budget.
We can have a conversation about the next budget on the local level where millions of dollars are at stake that can make the job of our police officers even easier, even safer.
But Milwaukee Police Chief Alfonso Morales counters, warning budget cuts will lead to fewer officers and longer times to respond to calls. A sentiment we heard echoed yesterday by a state lawmaker and former cop.
If you go to take away money from law enforcement from their mission, then what's going to happen is you're going to have more crime.
So our police are not going to be leaving the streets, but the big question is whether the budget should be cut. That's because state law does require that cities and towns and villages have police protection. But the Constitution also adds another layer to that, saying that the county sheriff is empowered to protect the law and order. Reporting live in Milwaukee, Jason Calvi, Fox 6 News.
This is going to be an ongoing debate up until Election Day and beyond. Jason, thank you.